What is up? I test my... Yeah, it's working good on TikTok as well. Making sure audio is clean. Audio is good. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Market, man. Talk about straight chop. Huge jump today. I was looking back on the HCF reversals indicator. And, man, 1 hour, 4 hours. Starting to see some interesting candle formations. Just straight out of the gate, like just if you were to just take off divergences. Bullish engulfing run, shooting star run, engulfing run, shooting star run. Engulfing a little high there, but off lows. If you get a low pullback, engulfing, nice run there. Seems like the shooting stars work better on a 4 hour. These are 4 hour candle formations. Bullish engulfing. Shooting star, dude. Shooting stars on 4 hours are just insane, especially at highs. Engulfing. Like, just taking out the divergences specifically. Not even worry about those. If you're just looking at candle formations, like the shooting stars for some reason are just absolutely insane. And this is a 1 hour chart. So it's like making me think, hey, let's do this. Is there a pin bar? We got hammers and shooting stars. Shooting star run lower. Shooting star there, not really, but it wasn't at a high, so in my opinion, I wouldn't even use that. Shooting star run lower. Wasn't at a high on that one. Shooting star on this one, decent pullback, still on a strong uptrend. Seems like getting it out of a massive push, though, on like a 4 hour shooting star. Pretty interesting. Love to hear that, Climbing Journey. But, man, 1 hour divergence for the shooting star into a shooting star was absolute money. I'm going to see on here. Dude, even on NQ, the shooting stars are just insane 4 hour candles. I mean, I would have played through that high, but... All right. Just giving time for people to join up. For those of you joining now, appreciate you tuning in. This was one of several indicators that we have fully built out with LuxAlgo Quant. And we're going to continue looking over at LuxAlgo Quant. Those of you, though, forgot to mention, when all the streams in the past, we've done the backtesting streams. Big updates on the backtesting streams. Big updates on the backtester in here. If you go to now luxalgo.com/chat and you open up these backtests, you open up the strategies, you have full details, which is insane now. So you get the side window that's going to open up and give you everything that you would have in TradingView. So you can get full detailed trade analysis, etc., about specific strategies. You can get a trade log as well as a calendar, which is pretty sick. Let me see if I zoom in here. There you go, strategy here. So you can get a calendar as well. You can see which days have been more successful. As we know, in March, this strategy has been on a down run. February, fantastic. Best day was 2.9K. Worst day, 4K. Average trades per day, 4.6. I mean, it gives you a lot of information, which is really sick. About specific strategies. That was a major update that we just pushed, and that I told you was coming. So I appreciate you if you were tuning in before with the strategies that we offer. And this is all through luxalgo.com/chat. Again, on here, the best way to get strategies, in my opinion, is typing, your favorite asset. You would say like generate or give me. Let's do. I want a NQ strategy with at least 100 trades and a win rate. Let's say I want a profitable NQ strategy with at least 100 trades and a win rate above 50%. And then and a profit factor of at least 1.5. Now you can get full details on this, and it's going to go through the database of over 10 plus million strategies. It's going to try to find you one that meets the criteria that you want. From here, you can set up automation as well if you want to automate the strategy, or you can further develop it within TradingView by copying the strategy over to TradingView. Dude on YouTube said, do some ASMR. I'm going to wait. Let's refresh. Quick refresh. I probably should have refreshed this browser entirely. Did the stream crash? We're good. You guys are still here. Let me just go back. There we go. All right, there's the strategy that it pulled up. Actually pretty decent. This one's been trading since November. This is a 1 hour strategy. Again, in my opinion, 1 hour, the higher time frame strategies are also going to be much better. But we can go back and look at, like, this is probably my favorite, is that calendar. So you can go to the trade log, and we can see in March so far, it's only had a trade on the 6th. It might be in an open trade, but this thing is consistently winning based on just the right conditions versus taking trades every day. Now, that comes down to how big of a degenerate are you, right? Like, do you have to have a trade every day? In my opinion, no. I mean, if you're a long-term swing trader, we can bring this in and say, I mean, this is trading one NQ contract, and it's returned $404,000, which is insane. But you can also get a full detail of the max drawdown. If you were trading one micro, 40,000, max drawdown 5,000. Still pretty high max drawdown for that in that scenario, because obviously 5,000 can be above a lot of limits. But again, you're looking at a 40,000 net profit. In this case, though, 71 or 109 trades, 71 of them were winners, versus 38. Now, what we can say as well, how about, let's see if people want a lower time frame. How about one that is on the 5-minute time frame? But this is a huge update. If you haven't used this already, I would recommend going and checking it out. LuxAlgo.com/chat. We will go over Quant here in a minute as well. Let's see if we can get one on the 5-minute. But now on the entire LuxAlgo platform, you can find profitable strategies that are already there, embedded into the LuxAlgo AI, as well as using Quant. You can actually build strategies from scratch. So if you have an idea for a strategy or an indicator, if you just explain Quant what it is, you can build it out as well. My browser is being slow today. Let me go back to... Probably because I have too many chats here. Here we go. So this brought one up for the NQ and the QQQ. We can go and look at either one of those. Here's the 5-minute one that we were saying. This is from December. 25K drawdown, so 14% drawdown. But again, one micro is $2,500. So we're getting somewhere, right? We can see, let's see the trade log here. Go to the calendar. Man, Wednesdays so far, not worth trading. Well, you can see February Wednesdays were great. But you can start seeing more information now with the data logs and then the overall performance here. Like, it was only okay. So look, because it's a 64% win rate, it's a pretty decently high win rate. We can see max drawdown was 2.5K if we're trading micros, but notice it was really on just one trade there. The rest of these were very minor trades. This one here was a 1.76 K drawdown loss if you're trading one micro. So like all these intermediate losses were small enough to withhold the higher losses. So in this case, if you're trading one micro, you're looking actually pretty solid there, except for those two that we just saw. We can also compare the sides here of the win rate. It's very solid on both long and short, which is good to know. Like that's, you want that, in my opinion. You can, there's gonna be a lot of strategies that you'll see where half the side is, this is like 78% and the short side's like a 30%. Like if you see that, then all you know is just trade longs, right? You can see the win duration as well. So you can notice, right, the duration of bars. The higher the duration of the trade, 120 bars on the 5 minutes, the larger the losses are. So if you keep it under 80 bars here, as you can see right there, under 85-minute bars, if you close after 85-minute bars, you're looking at, less risk, right? Because the biggest loser was over 120 bars. But you can notice, though, from 80 to 100, look at the higher P&Ls as well. So there's definitely a sweet spot in there that you would want to probably maybe cut off. So if you notice it's going over, 120 bars on the 5-minute chart, you maybe want to cut it off like right at 100 or right at 120. Average trades per day is 2.1. Longs, shorts about the same. But a lot of information now, which is so sick. This is just one of many things that are going to be added to the strategy AI here at LuxAlgo. You can also compare strategies. Let me go over the chats real quick. It's Quant free via email. Yeah, you can use Quant right now for free. You do get some free builds if you want. Let's see. Sorry, checking something. All right, somebody said, let's see. Does it work for TradeC? It doesn't work for TradeC. Just uses TradingView charts, but it's all embedded indicators. I think we have like 1 or 2 indicators that are on that side. Let's see. Do y'all do ES or SPY? How accurate is TradingView Backtester from your experience? TradingView Backtester it's good. It's not amazing. Nowadays, with AI, you can actually like create way better systems for trading and backtesting. Like if you're super technical, you can, I would recommend our platform sends signals a lot faster than TradingView does for webhooks for trading, because you can create an alert right here and add a webhook and set up automation for this NQ strategy if I wanted to. It's going to send that signal a lot faster, which is nice. Then from TradingView, the backtests on TradingView are good. These markets are so volatile now. You need a system like this here that you can interchange strategies. Like when this starts underperforming, I can go find another strategy that's overperforming and do that. And there's ways that you can automate that as well. You can automate finding profitable strategies in real time and then having it switch that strategy when needed. But it's good it's fun to monitor and see how they're going. A lot of times they will tell you before they fail over time. So like obviously if you just hit a peak and you notice it tends to pull back and hit a peak every 5-6 days. If you don't see that, or you see it lose its current trend that it's in, like via equity curve, right? Just follow the equity curve trend. If it breaks that, you probably should change out the strategy to the next one that may be performing in the current market. That's what I recommend for using something like this. And this gives you access to finding profitable strategies in the current market. And that's the best part about it, is being able to switch those out. The biggest thing, though, is making sure you're risking yourself properly. If you're over risking, your account can get hit hard. If you're under risking, then you're not going to see any growth. But you're better off under risking, because you're definitely can at least get used to it. And you can also have it trade on paper money to start out to make sure you see it trading fine or whatever. But yeah, the newest thing we launched besides this, last thing I want to touch on with this one is give me I want to compare 3 XAUs 5-minute, let's say 15 minute strat. 3 profitable strategies. This will change to soon. Strategies. So this is going to change at some point where, goodness gracious, my what's it called? It's been bugging out. My browser has been bugging, probably because I use Quant so much. So this could change at some point where if you have saved strategies, you could compare them and balance them out, potentially see an equity curve with all three, which is nice. But let me see what we're doing here. Here you go. So now what you can do is you can compare the three. You can compare them versus trade count versus win rate and average duration. You can compare them versus drawdown as well, based on whatever asset you want. You can compare them versus, like I said, the average win versus average duration, win rate versus trades. Like this one specifically here, the confirmation any smart trail week confluence is kind of showing a lot better win rate versus trades than these other two. But again, you can, this is a better way to compare them. You can also obviously open them up and see them yourself from just that particular menu, and you can scroll through them. So this is just another way. Hopefully at some point we're going to offer you to be able to pull any strategies you want, compare them, whether it's cross strategies, not necessarily three of the same asset, multiple assets, where you can potentially see if they were to trade together, how that equity curve would look. But those are things that we're adding as we update. We just, the biggest update we just had was allowing people to look at full details of strategies like this. Like you can get all the information you need to further refine or just understand the strategy before you have it trade in real markets. Order block detector for Solana. Was it possible? Let me look over the chats. How can we use this? Go to luxalgo.com/chat if you want to use the this. I would, there's a lot of really good strategies there, but we're gonna jump into Quant here as well, where you can build any strategy or any indicator you want. When's the last time you went to the gym, bro? I just used the gym. I just used the gym right behind me in this Minecraft house. What is this release? It's already out. Just go to luxalgo.com/chat. Can you build a strategy for the 15-second? I mean, you can. You can test any strategy on the 15-second. Can you share SMC order block detector? I don't know which one that one is. Just use the LuxAlgo Smart Money Concepts that has the order blocks. You can try it for free right now for those asking. Just go to luxalgo.com or just type in luxalgo.com/quant or luxalgo.com/chat. All of those will give you some freebies you can use. One second. All right, let's build something, guys. Let's build something. I'm going to start with brainstorming ideas. We're going to build an indicator similar to not this, but just, whatever. Let's see what we can build that we like. Maybe a strategy script or something. Did we build this one last time on stream? I know we built this one on stream before. This is the higher time frame Delta PO3 dashboard. So, like, you can see multiple Delta levels across multiple time frames. But let's build something new. Adaptive trend dashboard, multi-time frame volatility, adjusted supply and demand zone, statistical mean reversion strategy. This is very appealing to me. I love some mean reversion strategies. Liquidity grab and SFP. Swing failure pattern. Popular price action setup where price sweeps a recent high or low, but closes back inside. Let me think. Rejection block indicator. How to make an algo like you, which platform? LuxAlgo.com/quant. You can build one right now for free. He was saying a order block. What did you say? Quant is free via email. You can try it out right now. I didn't know you live stream. Yeah, we live stream, brother. Okay. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Adaptive trend, statistical mean reversion. Let me see. If you prefer strategies, a z-score based system is excellent for identifying overextended prices. The logic: calculate how many standard deviation prices away from its mean SMA. Strategy: enter long when z-score is greater than 2.5 and volume is increasing. Excellent returns. The visuals are normalized oscillator at the bottom with vertical gradient fill. Let's try a strategy. We haven't really done a strategy yet. Say I want to build this, but for ES futures, make sure the trading view strategy viewer works for ES. I'd recommend to tell it what asset you want to use it for, just because TradingView is very weird about like strategy scripts. Like specific strategy scripts really can mess with how it it takes entries, etc. Well, that was fast. Okay, z-score mean reversion strategy. Look back period, you can adjust it, thresholds, okay, blah blah blah. Exit strategy. Let's see how it's been performing recently. Just because we've had a nice. So essentially, I said brainstorm ideas for PineScript. LuxAlgo Quant literally gave me multiple ideas. The one I liked is the z-score strategy. I just copied exactly what it told me, pasted it in the chat. I said I want to build this for ES futures. So it clarified. Let's see if it pulls up here and let's see if it's any good. I'm gonna go to Pine Editor and then new strategy. Paste that in and let's see what we get here. All right. So at the moment, we're not getting any entries, and it's because of TradingView. TradingView is just obnoxious. If I go to, like, let me do XAU. See how I get trades on XAU? It's just because of TradingView and it's staying to futures. Like, I don't know why it does that. I don't know why you do that. 15 minutes. 1 hour. Only took one trade. I'm not even gonna bother going through why TradingView doesn't. I can sit here and tell Quant like it has to adjust what it needs for futures, but I don't want to spend the time to go through those steps. I'd rather us build something that we can use for trading. Let me go back. Let's brainstorm some more ideas. I was gonna see if TradingView would allow it on the first go, but the markets have just been so like choppy, like back and forth. Today, a huge loss day. How much is the? We're down what 1.63%. What's the NQ down? 1. Same thing. So very aggressive selling today. We've been very choppy. So could be, let's see. RSI divergence, we've already done that. Liquidity sweep and reversal strategy. Mean reversion rubber band indicator. Multi-time frame trend alignment dashboard. Volume weighted order block detected. Here you go. Indicator that identifies smart money areas where high volume price displacement occurred. By filtering for blocks that haven't been mitigated, revisited by price, you can find high probability supply and demand zone. Let's start here. I like this one. Build this. I know somebody just said they want to do an order block one. Let's start here. We can add maybe a multi-time frame feature to it as well. I think overall to go through the markets, like automation is really solid if you can have an adaptive automated system, like using something like luxalgo.com/chat. Because then you can find strategies that are currently functioning and are profitable in the current market, so you can switch them out. But straight up strategies, it's better to have maybe systems that can alert you, and then you can trade them in real time. That's kind of what I would say about it, just because it's like your own understanding of the market helps a lot outside of automated trading. Automated trading is good if you are good at updating and making sure that it's staying up to date, which is something that's fun to do with Quant. So, all right, we have our indicator here. This is the volume-weighted order block detector. I'm just going to copy that. Go into the Pine editor. We'll do a new indicator. And I would always recommend once you first bring up an indicator, once you kind of see what it's all about, which we got some there. Let's go to the 15-minute. Okay, so we have some blocks here. All right, so this is a good start. I'm going to go ahead and save this just so we can go back on things if we need it. Let's understand what it does first. Look for active zones. The solid green/red boxes represent unmitigated areas where institutional buying or selling originated. These often act as strong support or resistance. Trade the retest. Common strategy is wait for price to return to the unmitigated zone and look for a reversal pattern like a hammer or an engulfing to enter in the direction of the original displacement. Adjust sensitivity. Okay, so that actually gave me a very good understanding here. Let's do a few things here. First, let's add some things to the indicator first. Can we add, can we have the blocks display through the, let's display across the screen. Have them stop right at current price. That way we can see when price enters the, goodness gracious, enters the unmitigated zones. Also, when price, I liked what it said there with the reversal, like trade the retest. I like that it said reversal pattern. When price enters those zones, can you display when a reversal candle pattern appears in that zone and only in that zone? So we want a candle identifier. So that would be 6. So essentially, if we got an order block here, right? Price goes into that order block. I want to know when a reversal candle pattern occurs, like a 15-minute reversal or something, and it only occurs in that block. So I would only trade it when a reversal pattern happens within that box. That's essentially what we're going for here. So if a reversal pattern never happens in that box, I would want it to, I wouldn't trade it. But if it does happen in that box, I would want to trade it. So let's see here. All right. Let's see. I've updated the script to meet your requirements. The unmitigated order blocks now extend dynamically to the current bar, creating a channel from the original presented price. I've also added a reversal pattern engine that monitors these zones for high probability bullish or bearish engulfing patterns. Let's bring this over first. I've added logic bullish and bearish engulfing candles. These are powerful reversal signals. Okay. Right now it's just bullish and bearish engulfing. But what we could do is we can have it detect more than just that. Let's update it. Perfect. Okay, so we have the zones come over to show us where price is currently. You can see here price did pull back and mitigate this. I did want to see if we had any setups. Let's see here. Let's come back to this and see if we had any. Again, we are on the 15-minute. Didn't show any there. Let's go to the 5-minute real quick. See. Okay, here you go. Oh, okay. It's just giving you a sell. That's sick. Oh. Well, by golly, I would take that any day. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, guys. Anybody in for a 6.5 to 1 trade? Goodness gracious. Okay, so it's, you know, that's an engulfing technically because the body engulfs, full engulf body there, but you got high wick, low wick, which is quite interesting. Stop above that block high. That's pretty good. It's actually pretty decent. Let's go back, see if there's any others. Does it tell you? Oh my. Okay, we are on to something here, friends. Oh my gosh. That was it. This is not expected, to be honest. Not to be this perfect over 2 prompts. 2 prompts on Quant, LuxAlgo Quant, and we got some pretty killer signals so far. Holy cow. Okay, that you know, people say you can't bottom tick. So far, this is bottom and top ticking. Okay. Well, that other one wasn't a top tick. Let's keep going. Let's just look. If there's a third one in a row, then, you know, I'm not going to change anything. Okay, looks like signals may not generate at all unless this is, you know, because we're just going back in data. That's pretty much what's happening here. We're going too far back, so it's not going to show signals outside of that. So we're looking. What is the name of this indicator, sir? Dude, we just built this with LuxAlgo Quant in about 5 seconds. Dude, there's no name for it yet. We just built this on luxalgo.com/quant, guys. You can build indicators just like this in minutes. Like, we've only been doing this for 30 minutes, it says on the stream, but since we started building this, it's been maybe like 8 minutes. And just like that, all we did was click brainstorm ideas, and then we kind of are enhancing the idea. Let's go back though, right? We had 2 perfect signals, right? You know, cool, really nice signals, but how does it performing in other times? That's where, you know, we need to start understanding where does it fail, stuff like that. I'm gonna do random bar, and then go from there, and see what we get. I don't want it to be. Hold on. Random bar is good. But we want to be at a market open. So let me just like select like the 5th and go to a market open. Which time zone? I got Chicago time zone. Let me do. So I am Central Time. Let me go like the 5th, 8:30, and start there. See right at market open here. See how we do. So essentially, we're looking for those signals, right? Going back this far, though, we can potentially see signals. When the boxes are shown, that means a signal could occur. Dude, like, these zones are good. Was there any signals here? I don't think so. Let's have it display more. Can we add more reversal patterns on top of what we have? Also, when a buy or sell label is stated, is displayed, can it also display the candle type? All right, so what I want to do is I want it to just tell us, or I want to add more reversal patterns, not just engulfings. And then also when a buy signal is actually... when a buy signal or label is actually printed, I want to know what kind of candle it was. So then we can kind of filter out which candles are working and which aren't. Obviously, it already updated. So it'll say like buy hammer, expand the reversal library. It's adding hammer and shooting stars, morning and evening stars. Love that. And then dynamic labeling, zone filtering, buy hammer, buy morning stars, sell engulfing. So it's going to tell us what it is. What's cool now, it actually recommends what you want to do with the indicator next. So it's saying, you know, you want to have stop loss automation, or you want to actually convert this into a strategy. Once you've, you know, fully look into how the indicator functions, you can also just have it have alerts, right? And some of these indicators are worth that. Oh, let me copy the code over again. Paste it. And refresh. Let's see what we got. Oh my, what a beautiful. There you go. There's the buy hammer. Dude, we're gonna be printing money, guys. Printing money. Was that in real time? That was in real time too. The other thing I would always recommend is make sure when it hits these zones and it like if it pops up on replay mode, this is how you make sure things aren't repainting. Not every script is gonna be perfect and not gonna repaint, but some, you know, may do. You just gotta, you know, it should always default to not repainting. But to double check, all you got to do is when you do replay mode, just see if it triggers the second the candle's done loading. So that candle loaded with a buy there. That means we can actually set an alert for that exact printed whatever there. So that was a buy hammer. I mean, That's a no-brainer on that one. Hits the zone. You know, you can put stop it below the zone. I mean, you pumped right into market open there. Huge move. Let's go back, though, see what else we got. See if we got any other. The sell engulfing here was super solid. Love that one off that zone. I'm starting to love, like, candle patterns off zone. I mean, this was goodness gracious, dude. Let's be posted. It'll be saved, man. It'll be saved. We have right now. We do have shareable chats. I tell you what, guys. Right now. I'm building this indicator right now live on stream. If you go to LuxAlgo.com/quant and you sign up and log in right now for free, if you log in for free, you can have this indicator. I will share this indicator right here. I will share the chat to you on stream to get it. But the only way. If you want it to open right away and you want to be able to use it right away, you have to have an account for it to open right away. Otherwise, you're going to get forced to not. It's just going to have you're going to have to click the link twice. The share option is going to change here very soon. Go to LuxAlgo.com. You can start here and do it. Just create an account for free, or go to LuxAlgo.com/quant. Okay. Go there and then just make an account for free. Make an account for free. At the end of this stream, I will share this indicator. Or if we switch to a new indicator once we're done with this one, I'll share that here very soon. Okay, let's continue to look at it though. And you'll get it. You'll just be able to add to your chats, and you can copy the code into your trading view and use it. This might be one we post later, but again, we just started building this during this stream. So I love that it's labeling these zones here, which is really nice. Okay. So yeah, here we go. We got sell shooting star. Let's go back to other ones. I just want to see other patterns because, you know, we had it. It's cool to see ones that are, you know, hit more recently. But I do want to see. Okay, so that was a shooting star there. I wanted to see how instant this was. That was coming out of a. In my opinion, obviously, if you guys are trading order blocks that just form, I wouldn't recommend doing it. You want to actually have some space between retesting zones. So that's something we could add to a filter as well. Let's go back and kind of see other times. Like this one here with this buy hammer, like we said before, it's like this one made a full move to the upside, made a full retrace, and then printed the buy versus going right off of it. I'm going to just go back in time here so we can see more zones, see if we had any more patterns form. This is in ES 5-minute. We're going to check some other time frames here. The good part about this is it doesn't print a bunch of signals, which is actually very nice. I personally like it when it doesn't print a bunch of signals because then you know it's actually waiting for very unique setups. You can see there's several days sometimes where it doesn't. But dude, I mean, the risk to reward that these are showing are super clean. Like this one specifically, like you're looking at, like if you were to take 3-to-1 or so off of these, I mean, you're going to be hitting some pretty dynamic risk on these. I don't know. Does this go all the way back to that low is the question here now. Let's see. So you're going to be looking at very much stronger moves and having to negate very low stops, which is good. So some of your stops aren't going to F you over in the long term if you're going to be holding for longer periods. Like this one here, yet again, another really strong one. This sadly was off of a more recent block, but it did, you know, print and it goes. I mean, that comes down to now potentially making a back tester, converting this into a strategy. Let's look at this on gold here in a second. But again, guys, if you want this indicator, which I'm happy to give to you for absolutely free, we just built it on LuxAlgo.com/quant. If you're going to want this indicator, you have to go make an account there, and I will share this chat with you. The share chat feature will be updated soon where it's a lot better. But for now, I can share this exact code and this indicator with you. You need to go to the website, though, right now, LuxAlgo.com/quant, and sign up for free. Sign up for free. You can make a free account. You can start using it for free as well. But I will share you that chat, and you can actually add more things to it if you want as well. So you can just type in whatever you want once you create a chat with it. I will share it in the chat here in a minute. once we're done looking at it. Let's go look at it on gold. Let's see if it works on gold. This is all on the 5-minute here. And it's not looking like it's printing very many signals. I mean, okay. Okay, I'll take it. The first signal we see here is a massive move. Enough time to make an actual decent retracement for a sell. Again, let's go back. Was this the first signal we got? Here's current price on gold. All right, let's go back. Let's keep going. Do you see any signals? Do you see any signals? Do you see any signals? Do you see any? No, no, no. Don't see any. Don't see any. Don't see any. Bam. First one that I've seen. Huge move off of it. That's good. Good sign. Good sign. We're working on other assets. Another great sign. Let's see if we're gonna continue this. This one is a failed one. Okay. So far, we're seeing some failed ones. This one here specifically, you know, it came off a recent block and then, you know, goes through the high. But guess what? This is what's really, really appealing about what we're seeing so far. You're getting a sell off of this block, and let's say you would have targeted the low. You were looking at a roughly $13 loss. A little bit more than that. You would have put your stop above that or the high, your choice. $13 loss, right? On this one specifically. You can't avoid loss trades, guys, just saying. But this is what makes this actually very appealing, is that the other signal that formed is it pretty much is going to kill any losing trades. Let's go. Let's just bring this way back here. Hold on. Just come all the way down. I mean, it kept going. If you were to take this, you know, you would want to actually come up with a system and how big of a trade you would make each time. But you're looking at a $21 stop loss there, and I don't know, this does go much lower, but you had $270 of take profit on that specific one. Obviously, the market completely dumped on itself there, so the trades wouldn't be that big every time. But knowing that it did expand that much is really nice. So that means the losses aren't really going to matter. This one as well. Nice part about this is it actually made a move to the low and then later made that push. So, you know, if you're not setting stops at break even by then, you're good. Here's a nice buy hammer there. I know a lot of you, if you're trading the 5-minute, you're not going for like 10R. So you're probably going to go for like 2 to 1 or so. So far we're showing good promise here. Not a lot of signals on gold for the 5-minute. Do we want to be completely degenerate and go to the 1-minute? I know a lot of you guys love the 1-minute. Let's see. Okay. Not too shabby so far. This would have been a nice, I don't know. The only issue is this here would have been your short would have been roughly here. Very big stop loss on this one. You could have hit a little bit over 1 to 1. So 1 to 1 traders, I'm sure that just made you giggle a little bit. You love that. You love that ish. Okay. Let's see. I might have to go. There's another one. I mean, guys, we're on to something here. We're on to something here. Whoever mentioned order block ones, dude, great job. You got a Morningstar. I mean, Morningstar reversals are like OG style reversals, dude. OG. You're looking at a roughly 5 to 1, if not more. 1 minute, showing promise. That would have been a failed one. But again, if you're trading where's that coming from? Let's bring it back. If you're trading 5 to 1 R's, dude, like, who cares about this little loss here? Oh, that was a big pullback. I mean, let's see. Hit a zone and it bounced. I mean, you got stop lows. If you put stop all the way below the block, if that's your strategy, sure. I mean, stop lows here. This is what's really nice about what's showing about this, okay? Here's what's really nice about what this is showing us. What's nice about it is that in times where losses potentially come, they're either really quick and they're very small losses, or you're getting a lot of movement before it actually pushing the stop. So this is giving us an insight to where price actually may not make its move, and you could actually dynamically adjust your stop. Either way, we just saw that like some of these other trades that are like have insane moves. Dude, screw that, bro. Screw that. Why not? That's a good one there. There you go. This is, I mean, I guess it makes sense to take every one at this point from what we're seeing. regardless of the amount of time that the candles happen. I mean, that's a really good signal too. I mean, again, those of you probably have already asked. Let's see, but signals are very less. I had a feeling someone was gonna say that. Oh, dude, but it only signals. It only signals like every 2 days. Why would I want to trade something that signals every 2 days and absolutely prints money? You know, there's more than just gold that you can trade, brother. You can control the NQ, you can trade the ES, you can trade the Euro, you can trade Bitcoin, you can trade. There's hundreds of assets you can trade, and you can get a signal every day. If as long as you go back and see if it's functioning for that signal, I don't see why you couldn't have a trade every day. Now, granted, we're all just looking for systems that trade well. And to me, it doesn't matter how many trades it makes, as long as it's beating the market. Guys, if you want this indicator for absolutely free, all I need you to do is go to luxalgo.com/quant and sign up, or just go to luxalgo.com. If you go up to the right-hand corner and you click features, you click Quant here, make a free account. Again, just a free account. I'm going to share this chat right here. I'm going to share this chat that I made. This is the indicator we built just with a few prompts in a few minutes. And we're just looking how it's performing on other assets. I will share this chat here in just a minute and we'll check it out. For now, though, let's go check, I don't know, let's check crypto. How does it work on Bitcoin? We'll look at higher time frames as well. We probably need to eliminate some overlap too here. Some of these reaction ones are pretty solid. Bitcoin's been dancing. Bitcoin's been dancing. Let's set it 5 minutes. Sorry. Again, I will give it to you for free if you like it. There may be some others, dude. I mean, these small pullbacks. Goodness gracious, these small pullbacks into hammers, or these are hammers, but into just a previous zone, right? That formed off of a very big push have been super solid, to be honest. They've been more impressive. I've been more impressed by those. This one as well. Look, Bitcoin specifically looks like what works is you get a big pump and you get a pullback, and then you get the signal. That's insane. That was 3 in a row there. There you go. There's a failed one. Oh, we're seeing some pretty promising stuff. I think what we should do next, guys, is I'm trying to see why that box is like that. Maybe because price came back into it. I think what we should do next is maybe have a rating for these. This is looking good. Can we now have a rating for each order block to understand which would potentially be stronger or weaker? Let's have a rating system. Maybe it's volume. Maybe we'll let the AI figure that out. We'll let Quant figure that out. Again, if you want this exact chat that I'm using right now, go to luxalgo.com/quant. Make an account for free, absolutely free. You can start building for free right now if you want, but I will share this chat in just a little bit when we're done. I already updated. The script evaluates 3 primary strength pillars for every new order block. Volume surge, momentum displacement, break of structure. Did the displacement candle close above/below the recent 10-bar swing? Oh my goodness. This is giving a very dynamic rating system that I necessarily didn't ask for. But that's why whenever you're building indicators, you make sure you save them. So then that way we can go back if we don't like it. What's pretty insane, though, is that this is creating a grade system. And I just said I want to know which is stronger and weaker. And it's creating a very dynamic grade system. A C rating. So the biggest thing explaining with it is the math is strong. But you gotta tell it where you want it to be displayed. Make sure all the label displays are at the end of the order block where current price is. All right. Now just a design switch. But we can go back and see the ratings, right? We can go back and see what ratings are stronger. Bitcoin's not really, I'm not really having it with Bitcoin. Let's go to NQ. We haven't looked at NQ yet. We'll wait for that to change out. Let's see what the ES rating would have been here, because this was a sell. This was just a C. Not the best. What? B and C might be better used for scaling in. Okay. 8 plus. Zone rating in any Ursa. So let's see, did that finish? That finished there. Let's update the code again. Let's see what this is. So this is a trading view warning. Let's just have Quant fix these. It knows that exact warning there. It's validating. Let's see. The code is currently valid and free of errors and warnings. I have already optimized for. Okay, cool. Let me just bring this over. And okay, cool. All right, so we have our ratings now. Let me go back to NQ. Oh wait. Did I get the updated? The label change. Hold on, that's what. Wait, hold on. Oh, it moved it. It's also. Oh, I'm dumb. That's because those blocks are. Sorry, those blocks are already used there. Okay. Ratings. C rating. C. Let's see what an A+ rating would be. C. Man, you gotta be a pretty good thing for a good rating. It looks like there's a B rating. Let's see, NQ is not getting too crazy of C rating. Maybe the ratings aren't. Maybe we eliminate the rating system and it's just mostly C's. I haven't seen very. We're too far past the calculations now. Let's go here and see what these. If we can get a. They're all C. Let's do this. I am seeing too many C ratings. Let's change this. I really just want to see the buying versus selling. Let's say the buying versus selling pressure in those zones. Kind of like a delta. So if we enter a zone and a hammer or a reverse, and we enter a zone and a reversal pattern happens, if the zone is stronger in previous buyers, I may want to take it. But knowing how many in a percent would help. So I don't know. The ratings cool, but like, man, all it's triggering is C ratings. So now we can just change it. We just tell it exactly what we want. I don't need anything too complex for the rating system. I just want to see probably the buyers versus sellers. Dynamic delta. Okay. Cool. I'll let it finish. Volume weighted OB delta pressure. change the names out. So it's cool for me. Remember, make sure you have it saved when you're doing these, because then that helps you go back if for some reason you don't like a specific one. All right, delta 63%, 87%, 93. I'm assuming. Let me see. Okay, how to read the new system. Delta 80%, 90%. This indicates an extreme aggression move where almost all volume was buying for bullish order blocks or selling for bearish. Okay, cool. Let's go to ES here. Let's see. Look at that. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. We're getting a 66% there. Oh, it's giving it in the candle label. That's sick. So you can see sell engulfing delta 66%. Nice move. Let's go to the buyers over here. Delta 83%. Okay. I'm liking it so far. We're getting a little bit better here. Getting better. Let's go back to the NQ again. I wanted to see on, like, let's say a failed thing. Yeah, this was giving you an 83% on that move there, which was was a very aggressive sell through. See if those have any value. 61% on that. Shooting star. Sell engulfing was a 92% on this one, which is nice. Very strong. The question is, would this been a decent trade? I probably would have put the stop above the block. Yeah, this was the one before that. It almost hit a 1 to 2. Very close. Very close. Buy Morningstar 55%. That was a huge push. I am liking this though for certain scenarios like here. Big push. A lot of sellers at that zone. That flip from buyers. Interesting. How many prompts are free and quiet? It depends on what you're building. Depends on what you're building. If you want this indicator, I'm going to share it in a minute via our new share option. So, but in order to use it, you have to have an account. That's the only way you can get it. So go to luxalgo.com/quant, make a free account right now, and I will be sharing this in just a few moments when we're done building it out. The Delta's okay. I like Delta. I'm a big Delta fan. I think there's something more though that we could add. And that's what I'm going to say, right? I think we saw going back through that Delta's good, right? There were some 96% ones that formed a reversal pattern inside an order block. Was good. It did well. But there was others that had a 96% Delta, had a nice little hammer formation, and it wasn't good. So I don't, that's what we don't want. We want to be able to filter out actually what blocks may be significant. So that's exactly what I'm going to tell luxalgo.com/quant. This is what I'm going to tell it exactly what I just told you. So this is cool and all, right? Just talk to it like a normal person. This is cool and all, but I am noticing that this doesn't really make a difference. There were some oh goodness, some setups that had a high Delta percent and a reversal pattern, but it didn't really matter. Is there a better way we could identify stronger zones to help when a better to take? And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say, is there a better way we can identify stronger zones to help when a signal may be better to take? I mean, that's what we want. We want to know. I mean, this is good. The reason I was saying that, it's like, had this great signal off of 66% Delta, bearish Delta. Actually, this is something I'm noticing here too. Look at this bullish candle, but it's bearish. It was bearish, majority bearish Delta. That could be something that gives us a trigger. When it's a bullish candle that has more sellers on the Delta than buyers, that could be when it's a stronger zone. And if for some reason the next thing we get from this isn't correct, like it still doesn't help, then we will go from there and maybe add that. So here we go. Let's go back. So I just sent that out. You saw me prompt this. And then it said, to make the order blocks more reliable, we need to move beyond simple volume and candlestick patterns. Professional smart money traders don't just look for high volume. They look for confluence, specifically evidence that price has trapped retail traders and left a clear imbalance. I've upgraded the script to know as a high probability SMC engine. The new strength pillars, fair value gap confirmation of zone is only created if displacement. Yeah, I know that. Liquidity sweep, higher time frame alignment. You can now set a higher time frame 1 hour trend filter Oh, wow. We're getting very intense here. Probability score. Replace delta percentage with a probability high/medium/low score based on the confluence of the above factors. FVG highlighting, strict filtering. You will see. Okay, we're getting real crazy here. Again, this is all I did was speak to it and told it what I noticed. Like I'm not sitting here like telling it to do these very dynamic scripting. Like I'm just telling you what I noticed from looking at the chart. How to use probability score high. The zone aligns with the higher time frame trend and proceed by liquidity sweep. This is your golden setup. I get the process of like having a setup like that. Let's just see. Yeah, we need to actually see what it's doing. Okay, so this is getting very intense now. Okay, I don't like that it went back on. I mean, this decent probability medium. Wait, hold on. Higher time frame trend. Yeah, that's fine. Interesting. Probability medium. Probability low. It's a good sign to see a low probability and it fail. We're starting to get somewhere. Buy signal probability medium. Buy signal. Let's look at it on NQ. Usually this stuff like this works a little bit better on NQ, potentially. So far, I am still liking the old version, but we can maybe implement a little bit of what we got on this version with the old version. Let's do that. All right. I like the concept that we are building here, but you did remove everything that I liked about the last build. I think we need to use some of both, but I want to keep the reversal pattern identification and the order blocks we had before. Then just implement a I'm spelling implement wrong. Doesn't really matter. Then just implement a this into giving us a better understanding of the order block strength. Let's see what that does. I'm pretty much describing, it's like I liked what we had before. This is though why I stated that we need to be make sure you save when you start building, because then you can go back on version history. So like we can go back one here, we can restore this version, and then we can go back to what we saw before, right? Which so far this has been the best one that we've kind of created. So, all right, here we go. So this is now, let's see. Restored version, reversal library hammers. Yep. Order flow delta percent of script calculates buying selling pressure from the original of the order block. The strength score confluence. Instead of a simple rating, each block now has a strength percentage calculated from delta, fair value gap, liquidity sweep, higher time frame. So this is more of what I was thinking. Dynamic labels, everything. The ultimate SMC Quant. Ultimate SMC Quant order block of reversals. Nice. How to use this build, the score 0 to 100%. The pattern buy sell, higher time frame filter will automatically be higher time frame if the zone aligns with a 1 hour 200 EMA. Okay, cool. So it's identifying higher time frame trend based on 200 EMA. That's fine. Identify a zone with set. So this is how you would trade it. Identify a zone with strength that's greater than 75%. Wait for price to enter that zone. Execute the trade only when a buy or sell label appears, confirming the reversal. So this is LuxAlgo.com/quant, guys. You can use it right now for free. I'm going to share this exact thing that I'm building at the end of this stream. If you want to use it on your charts, or build on it further, you have to right now go to luxalgo.com/quant and make an account for absolutely free. You can make a free account and you can start using it for free. I'm going to share this chat right here in just a minute, and you'll be able to bring it into your quant and save it and use it for absolutely free, and then also use the indicator. Let's bring this over and let's see the updated stuff here. Maybe we'll get real nice with it. Beautiful. Okay, so this was a 53% strength here, right, off a bullish candle, and a nice push lower. So I'm glad that stayed. I'm really glad that stayed. Let's go back and look, though. This here, 37% strength, and it still made that pounce, which is sick. Let's go to that 1 minute. We got the strength values. Look at the NQ 1 minute. I don't think we looked at the NQ 1 minute. So let's look here. So this was a bullish engulfing and off of 58% strength, right? Sell right into it, blew right through it. So you know, I'm glad so far we're seeing that the rating could have prevented us from buying that because of 58%. But the issue is this is now negating how many signals we may get if we're going just based off a certain strength. This one here at 40%. This was after hours anyway. 48% on that one. Did pretty nicely. And then here we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so this one specifically on NQ. Let's just go back. This one gave us a 77% strength, right? Now, you know, it's a higher short indication. We did get a, you know, it had to reject like all these gaps before it actually made its move lower. But it's a good sign seeing one that's finally much more above the 50% rating is actually playing out. But now we wait to see until we see a failed one with that high of a rating. Shooting star 59%. We're past the data point. Let's just bring this back some more. Now, I know a lot of people are like, dude, but there's not enough signals. There's not enough signals. I can't trade this. I can't trade the 1 minute if there's not a signal every 15 minutes. I don't want to trade this if there's not a signal every 15 minutes. 56%. That's nice. 36, 55, 35, 39. I'm still an ES sucker. 57. ES, man. ES has been the move. Are we already past that one? We are. ES has definitely been the better option so far on these. Let's look at the 15 minute. Dude, these zones have been super solid. Are these preventing? Yeah, I'm trying to see if these are preventing anything. No, I mean it's regardless of if it forms that pattern, it gives a signal. It forms a pattern. I still think I'm a bigger fan of just what we originally had. I mean, getting like ES alone gave us like 3 really strong signals off of these zones. There are other ways we can go about it where it's like in and out of the zones, like we discussed before. Let me see. Was there any reversal? I don't think there would have been any here. Would have told us. Price enters zone. Yeah, just flushes right through it. I was going into market open. And we had this really nice one here. Bounced right off that level when market opened. Indicator's not posted yet, guys. If you want this indicator, you have to go make an account with luxalgo.com/quant. It's absolutely free. Go make an account there. I will send you the shareable chat, and then you can apply the indicator to your chart. Now I'm just trying to think of what else we'd want to add to this. So this is another interesting thing that I've noticed was with guys, I'm telling you, the bullish candles, the bullish blocks are giving us some very interesting vibes here. I mean, like it's crazy how much they reject. See. Like that was what the 1ES one was. Like the one today. The one today was that bullish retrace. Let's add something more to it. Let's say I am noticing some nice strong reactions when price revisits. Oh my gosh. I made some nice strong reactions when price revisits a bearish order block that comes from a bullish candle and a bullish order block that comes from a bearish candle, and after a strong move. I'm just going to tell it what I noticed. See what else we get. Get some other action. So like I said, like this bullish, right? Pulling this bullish block here, reject perfectly and then dumped. We're really on. We're definitely looking at something dope. If this one was this a bearish block? Let's see. Oh, that zone went back way far, guys. It was a bearish block. I'm telling you. It's a bearish block. We noticed something unique there. How did it? Okay. Let's see what I've updated logic to prioritize what you've observed. Often called institutional order blocks. In professional SMC trading, a bullish order block is technically the last bearish candle before buying surge, and a bearish order block is the last bullish candle before the buying surge. They represent the specific area where institutions sponsored the move by first driving price in the opposite direction to trap liquidity. Institutional alignment score. Visual tagging. When order block meets this opposite color criteria, the rating label will now say institutional strength. Interesting. Let's go see. Building the ultimate order block indicator with LuxAlgo Quant. You guys, if you want this indicator when I'm done with it, go make an account right now at luxalgo.com/quant or just luxalgo.com. Make an account for free. I'm going to share with this button right here at the end of this stream, and then you can have the indicator. You can build on it. You can play with it, whatever you want. Okay. Yes. Institutional strength on this one. Bullish block, it says institutional strength. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That was a bullish block. Institutional strength. Nice. Institutional strength. Nice. Regular strength. Regular strength, I think. Yeah. That one's still going. Strength. All right. We gotta find these. We gotta find these one. I mean, this one here. Check this out. That was a weak ass candle though. Not even market open. Let's just go to regular trading hours. I'm kind of curious. I am quite curious on the regular trading hours. Let's go to 1 minute. Dude, That's garbage. I mean, holla at me. This one, it's like such a tiny doji. 48%. I mean, it freaking moved off of it. The reason I want to see internal market structure is because intraday data, just to see. Just to see. I mean, holy cow. That's still active, that one there. From a while ago. Ooh, doggy. There you go. Check that out. 84%. Imagine just having a short just sitting right here. There's your degen scalpers right there. Let's go to 15 minutes. Let's go higher time frames. Again, this is all intraday data. Let's go to regular session or all times a day. That's actually very interesting. Very interesting. Which coin? What do you mean? I'm not trying to coin. Up your volume, Mike. I don't hear. Well, up your volume on your headphones. How about that? All right, I'll up my volume mic a little bit, dude. Whatever. I probably need to. Sorry, I got my mixer's off. I don't know why it's bigger on there. That's that other one. What are those red boxes? Those are order blocks, sir. Why is that one like much higher on freaking TikTok than it is? I swear my mic actually died off there from beginning to end of the stream. All you got to do is sign up at LuxAlgo.com for free. Create a free account. I will share the indicator at the end of the stream. But you have to be in the stream to get it. So you better be ready. I'm just kidding. Oh. That was a nice reversal move there. So, do we want to get real crazy? Get real crazy? Go to the 1 minute. Let's go to... I just don't see... It's just making me think on retraces a little more. I want to do it this way too. Let's add a multi-time frame. Lastly, I want to add an multi-time frame or multi-time frame option to the order blocks. If I want where I can select which time frame order block calculates on. I think that'll be a good addition. We want multi-time frame order blocks. So if I'm on the 5 minute, I don't want 5 minute order blocks. Give me the 30 minute or 1 hour order blocks so we can really, really look into this. See which one may be better. Higher time frame order blocks are always going to be better. Hold on. We'll repush. Actually, did the code update, but the chat didn't. I didn't. Okay, this way. Again, if you want to use this, you want to get this code for absolutely free, just go make an account at LuxAlgo.com/quant, and I will share this chat with you in just a few minutes. Okay, so we got the MTF institutional order block. It's crazy what this changed into. All right. Now I can change the order block. Interesting. The order block time. Let's go to 30 minutes. There you go. So there's the 30-minute order block displaying. Let's bring it up more. I kind of want to do like what, like a 1 hour. Oh, there you go. That's actually unique. Bring it over to NQ. Let's look at NQ. Look at it take that high. NQ's been so volatile recently. Interesting. So it is doing lower time frame. What's it called? Reversal patterns. That one works well. So these are 1 hour order blocks. I think I want to remove the rest of this. Like, I want to remove the liquidity sweeps in the bot, like these, because they're not necessarily displaying. Lastly, can we remove the liquidity sweep calculation? What was the other one? Yeah, the trend. The trend time frame and I think that's what we'll do for now. Let's just say and the trend. I want to just see everything when a reversal pattern forms inside any time frame block. Let's remove those. Because I think pivoting back to reversal patterns inside of any time frame block would be good. We can pretty much identify what we're going for. Again, guys, I will be releasing this indicator for free. Just make sure you go to LuxAlgo.com/quant. Make an account. I will share you this chat in just a minute, and you can use it. Okay, multi-time frame calculation. You set the order block, institutional focus, unfiltered signals, dynamic ribbon, zones follow price across the screen until, yeah. Let's see this. Updated. The name's a little crazy. I will adjust the name. All right. All right. Let me. Here we go. Let's do, I don't know. Let's do like the 15-minute order blocks. Okay. Yeah, this is looking better. Looking more where I would want it. That's actually interesting there. Bringing in the two there. It's a 15-minute. Let me go back to this day here and see something. I just don't think we're around any. Yeah. Also, what you can do, by the way, because of the settings, it says max active zones 10. Like if you want to do like 20, could probably have it pull up more. And then also you could even, do 1 on this. It's like 1. If I do a 1 on the ATR multiplier or 1.5, it's going to give you more zones. Volume multiplier can also be like a, I don't know, 5. Or, yeah, it can be lower. Get more out of it, too. Let's do a 1 and a 1. Let's see how crazy that gets. We'll do chart so we can see the... Good heavens, hold on. Well, we were on that 15-minute with the 5-minute price here. See how price reacts here. All right. Does it dump or pump? There's the pump. 36% strength, though, on that reversal pattern. Probably wouldn't be something you would take. $30 again. 30s aren't valid. We could add a. I mean, look, this was nice. Though. Look at this. This was a 67%. So your risk there. Yeah, you would have easily hit a 2-to-1. I don't know if it went much lower. Yeah, you would have hit a 2-to-1 if you would have. Let's just say at the entry of that block. Higher time frame, but it was above 60%. So let's see as we continue. I'm not a big fan of NQ with these. I would personally be trading the ES futures with these. I think they would be better. Now we're going to after hours. I do like the amount of signals though with the lower ATR. So this was today with the lower ATR. It's a little nuts, but let's just take a look. Hit the 31 there. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't even remember. If you were to put, this was a 67%. Just do a 2-to-1 trade. Let's see if those 60% line up or not, or if it just flushes through. Oh, the only issue is this thing's gonna dump. It's gonna dump right through it. It almost tapped it. Yeah, this is probably gonna dump right through it. Oh yeah. Oh, no. Oh, it's trying to survive. Oh, it's going to get it now. Dude. It actually bounced. It almost triggered. It bounced. It's probably going to, yeah, there it goes. Wow. That was almost a perfect 2-to-1. Okay, so the higher strength, the ones above 60, showing much better chances. It almost bounced. Okay, hold on. think we got that one there showed up on the 15-minute, but now it's being a little strange. Looks like I'm not a huge. Why is it? Oh, I see. Let me double check here. Okay. Some of the blocks are coming in later than they should. We can double check that in a minute. I just want to see, dude, the 60 percenters. Let's add a filter now. Can we add a filter setting to which blocks display? So if I wanted add a filter settings to strength on which blocks display. So if I wanted to only see order blocks with a strength above, I don't know, 60%, I could add that as a filter. All right, let's see. We're gonna do that next so we don't have to mess around with it. Okay. Again, guys, if you want this indicator for absolutely free, go to LuxAlgo.com, create a free account, or go to LuxAlgo.com/quant and create a free account. I will be sharing this in the chat at the end of this stream. It looks like it'll be 30 minutes or less. I'll be sharing it, and then from there you guys can build on it for absolutely free, or you can use it yourself. For now, we're just kind of seeing the best settings. We've gotten to a point where we like it. Okay, so here you go, strength filter. So 60%. That's what we thought would be good. The only thing right now, though, is that we'll deal with this in a minute. I do want a way that we can. Oh wait, hold on. Let's do that. Also, let's do that as well. Also, add a way to turn on/off the signals. I just want a way where we don't have to necessarily have these signals every time. The next thing we're going to fix as well is these smaller boxes here. For some reason, they are not appearing, so we got to fix that. I mean, dude, there's something to the 60%. I mean, look at this, 67 up here. It's a really nice trajectory, like 5 minute into a 15-minute. There's something into those. All right, we got this signal thing set up now. Something to the 60%ers. Okay. So let's see if that gets rid of them. It does. Perfect. Okay, so we have the reversal signals gone as well. All right, let's just go, I don't know. Let's go to February 9th, 8:30 market open. Again, I'm central time. We're going to let 8:30 hit first. If that, okay, there you go. Guys, watch this. Now, I'm not saying that I would do this, but if I'm like, yeah, cool, down here there's a 69% institutional strength. Let me just put my entry right here. Okay, here we go. If this hits, we're on to something. This is an insane block. I don't even know. These are 15-minute blocks, by the way, coming from previous market day open. If this thing hits a 1-to-1 trade, we're on to something here. If this hits a 1-to-1, we're on to something. My one, that took forever. Okay, I understand. I can probably adjust that in a lot better way by doing this and putting the 1 or whatever. So relax. All right. There we go. We would have tapped it. Bang, we're in. Bang, bang. If this hits a 2-to-1, we're really onto something. Oh man, we're juicing here, boys. We're juicing here. That 60% strength is something. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, let's just keep going. My only worry right now is those dang blocks forming. Because, like, hold on. Yeah, dang. Okay, hold on. This is going to be a free tool, yes. Again, if you want to get this indicator for absolutely free, go to LuxAlgo.com, make a free account. At the end of this, I'm going to share this link with you in the YouTube and on the TikTok, and you can get this exact code, and from there you can build on it more if you want. You can add whatever you want to this indicator, and just by asking what you want, or you can just copy what I built and you can use it. The one thing we're dealing with though right now is a sense of I'm pretty sure the lower ATR and volume multiplier is causing some issues with printing in real time. Monday, February 9th, at the end of that day is what we're looking at. So let's go back to Monday, February 9th real quick. I'm a little concerned about that. 15. Okay, so what I'm going to do is replay mode to here. Okay. So it's not entirely broken. There's something we do need to fix though. I'm going to play this back. By the time the day ended, those blocks showed up, yeah. So we need to This is a typical case with having multi-time frame issues. So like if you're ever doing a multi-time frame based indicator like this, to where you want to display something from a higher time frame, you got to make sure that the block gets confirmed on candle closes, because you'll notice there was blocks here, right? And now they're not here. The biggest issue with that is because we're calculating from a higher time frame. So that's what I need to tell it. If you ever have issues with that, okay, this is looking really nice. I'm gonna clarify real quick. Don't change anything, but let's say don't change anything, but fixing this one issue on design. I would say on design, but fixing this one issue. I'm noticing that when using the multi-time frame on the order blocks, if I have 15-minute order blocks on a 5-minute chart, they tend to disappear in replay mode. Let me see. They tend to disappear when playing through replay mode. Need to fix it so it shows up when. So it shows those higher time frame blocks on any time frame after they are confirmed. All right. So that's one thing we need to fix. They're there nonetheless. Dang, this one would have failed. I'm just now looking. Oh, wait. Let's just, I don't know. Let's do it again. Let's go back to like the 7th of January. 8:30. We're in market open. Dang it, there's not enough blocks here. Oh! Hold on, that thing ripped. Oh, no. There's no way, though, right? There's no way. This thing, it definitely took out the high, but does it tap? Does it do another trade beforehand? Let's do, remember what we said, 1-to-1 first. 1-to-1 first. Oh, weak sauce. It almost had the 1-to-1. I wanted to see if that would have done very well for itself. Okay, let's see here. Time anchoring. All right. Let's see if that fixed it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Shoot, let's go back. Again, you will have this indicator for free if you go to LuxAlgo.com, make a free account. You'll be able to use it in just a minute when the stream's done. Okay, so what we want to see here is these get established in real time. 15-minute order blocks. It's still not showing up on that one, which is annoying. It essentially, these will, regardless, these will show up, but these smaller ones here aren't showing up here. So another thing we can do is this. Is go here and you can take a screenshot. And then what we'll do is erase it. Take the exact same screenshot. And then we'll go to Quant. This is the only thing I want to fix here. We have our screenshots. Yeah. We'll bring those in. We are close, but notice go back that the one smaller block at the bottom of the screen shows right now, but in replay mode it's gone when you play through that block. I think it has to do with me displaying 15-minute order blocks on a 5-minute chart. All right, so we're gonna just, we're gonna try to fix that. Let's go back and play around with it some more, though. Starting to see some pretty funny stuff on the that one there was actually quite insane. This one here bounced as well. I'm liking these settings, to be honest. You want them to, in my opinion, market open. I think, like I said before, though, ES is our bread and butter. I think ES is gonna be the dog we want. Let's do. I just think that it reacts better on ES, in my opinion. But we'll see. Let's see. Maybe it doesn't. All right. Let's do. I don't know. February. I'm gonna just click the button. 20th. Okay. 8:30. Market open. Here we go. All right. Okay. Let's just start here. I'll do 2 to 1. Do we go into it? Oh, obliterated. Hey, that one showed up. I wonder if it's certain blocks. Huh. Maybe. $68 up there. Oh, all right. Continue. Hit it, man. Hit it. Hit it. Go tap it. It'd be actually quite interesting to get the time of the certain blocks. Okay, about to go back and do another market open. Here we go. Dove right through it. Dang. We were on to something on NQ there. We had an overlapper down here, which is nice. Let's see here. That one was working on ES. At least back when I was replaying it there. Maybe it's for the, hold on. Now I'm confused. Which ones could be going and which aren't. It was working for the other one. Just so many of them. There's so many blocks doing it that way. How are the... Let me check something real quick. on the, actually, sorry, let me go back. If I do chart, you know what I'm thinking? Yeah. So notice, see, it's just a multi-time frame issue. Trading Pine, that's not what's weird about PineScript. See, notice like if I'm using the blocks on the 15-minute, it's fine. Yeah. That's what's just, PineScript can be so annoying doing that. I mean, technically, it's not that big of a pain because you can just watch on the 15, or you can, in real time, it should be fine. It's just if you wanted to go back on replay and play it and mess with it. All right, let's select the first available date. What the heck? Okay. October. Let's go. I mean, there's another Taparoonie. Yeah, very nice 2-1 on that zone tap there. Previous zone tap too. These right. Oh man, that thing nuked real quick. So now, in my opinion, I would want to trade when it goes back into these zones that have been sitting. Right. So that one almost got it. Sitting zones. Okay, like this one here. This was a sitting zone from a while back. What we got here, doll? What we got here? You gonna kill me? Or are we gonna keep going? We're gonna get out of this zone. After hours. Ooh, nuked. New sitting zone. Holla at your boy. Here we go. New sitting zone. We're rejecting already. Come on. What you got? Don't do it to us. Oh, that's weak sauce. So far, we hit one. Dude, I'll bend over if this thing hits. That's such a. No, that's not. It's not even gonna go back to approach it. This one, though, going into the 68 percenters. Those things both did just fine. That one never tapped. All right. Let's bump this. Let's do 70. Where are my 70 percenters? They don't happen often, but when they do. See. Even them 70 percenters. Let's do like a 1%, which first off is gonna make every signal crazy. But I want to do like a, I don't know, let's do like a 4. How insane would that be? There's just no way, right? All right, there is a way. If there's a will, there's a way. It's fun to mess with the settings. Well, we've been building into it a bunch of different ways, reversal patterns, etc. We have like, show reversal signals. This one actually played nicely. Let me just reset settings. Like we were doing reversal patterns inside of these zones, and were showing really decent signals. Definitely some more that will, it's fun to advance on, like some real decent signals. But dude. When did these? I didn't think we had this many before. Yeah, this one specifically. The reversal patterns in these zones have been insane. Like, you know, we had this one down here with a massive reversal. That one up there. That one up there. It's like, dude. But it's making me think, like, let's actually, we haven't done that yet, guys. Let's bring this down again. Man, volume, we'll see volume 2 and then this at 1.5. Let's flip those. Yeah, that's not even adding that much more. Let's make them both 1.5. Double up for your partner. I mean, this is okay. Alrighty. That's looking better. Getting more. Okay, alrighty. That's looking better. Getting more signals there. Good heavens. All right. There's the killer. Okay, alrighty. There's another one. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah. These are the ones that this is what's gonna get me going right here. I was like, dude, what? You gonna bottom tick for me? Now the question is though, is this right here? You got to run the full 2-to-1 or we're not going to have a serious problem. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Oh, it was nice where it looked right there. Didn't get the full 2-to-1, but I guess technically if you got that signal and you want to put your nice little baby stop below the low, which a lot of people would do, we can excuse this for reversing on us. Still good. Still a good nice little bounce there. I mean, that was the low of the candle. Okay, so far the settings we are liking for default is going to be 1.1 and 1.1 on both. Liking that a lot. Liking that a lot there. Like a lot. Like a ton. How beautiful. That was the last one there. This one, I mean, what's nice is this rejecting. But again, at the high, is that the candle high? That signal's in the way. There's a candle high. Oh, it's like barely. Oh, it's barely doesn't hit 2-to-1, which is fine. I mean, you can, as long as you're playing smart. That one's pretty good as well. So I'm liking these settings so far. It seems like every other, if not every two. Oh my gosh, dude, what? Good gosh. That's the exact high. Mother trucker, dude. Oh, gosh. Damn. Okay, that's 11. I mean, if you're getting that big R's, like, you could lose 10 in a row and you still be good. Dude, what? Okay. We're getting somewhere now, like, seriously. Because it's like now we're getting the signal reversal patterns. We figured out kind of the sweet spot, which is that 60% strength filter, 1.15 volume multiplier, 1.15 body/ATR multiplier. Those together on a 5-minute chart with the signals, with the reversal signal patterns, are starting to show us some real promising stuff. Guys, we got 7 minutes here. I'm going to share this indicator in 7 minutes. If you want access to this indicator that we just built entirely on stream using LuxAlgo Quant, what I want you to do right now is go to LuxAlgo.com and make an account. LuxAlgo.com, make a free account. For one, you can use the indicator, or you can use LuxAlgo Quant for absolutely free today. But two, I'm going to share this chat with you. It's going to give you the exact code. I'm going to be pasting it in the chat on YouTube and on TikTok. Now, here's the thing about TikTok links. From what I remember is you're not going to be able to just click a link and it opens it up. If there's a way to share a link very easily on TikTok, let me know. What you're going to have to do to use the link is you're going to take a screenshot of the chat, and then you're going to have to go into your phone photos and copy the link in your phone photos. But take a screenshot of the chat when I send it here in 7 minutes, 6 minutes now, and make sure you are getting at least a screenshot so you can copy the link from your phone images later, and I will share it with you in just a minute. I mean, Okay, so first off, this is what I'm going to do. We're getting somewhere really nicely. So something I want to let you know as well is what you can do is you can send screenshots to Quant as well. You can give a screenshot of another indicator. You can say, build this indicator for me. But let's say you find settings that you want. There's two things you can do. I could say, hey, make the default settings of this indicator this. Like I could say volume multiplier that, and that. I could say that. Or I could just take a screenshot of it, which I'm doing right now. And I'm going to literally give it the screenshot like this and say, this is looking, make these settings the default. All right, so I'm going to give it this exact default setting. I could go right here and change it myself if I wanted to, right? I can just change it. You can see it just flipped to 1.5. But I know a lot of people, you know, especially if you're new to this, you wouldn't really know that. The nice part about Quant is you can just talk to it like it's a person. Like if you have an idea up here, you just tell it. If you notice something on the chart, you just tell it. If you are like, hey, I have this crazy thing that I'm seeing, like every time it hits New York low after, you know, an overnight move, this happens. You can tell it that. If it sweeps Asia highs and then flips into, you know, let's say a large reversal move and leaves behind a very, very large fair value gap, retest the gap, it goes lower. I mean, you could tell it whatever you want, and it will pretty much build out that and add it to the indicator. But I'm going to share this in just a few minutes. My brain's fried already from this 2-hour stream we've been doing. But now it's set these for default. So when I share this chat, you're going to see all this. You're going to be able to copy this in. But the only way you can receive and use this indicator is if you have a free account with LuxAlgo.com, and then that way you'll be able to, it'll pull up. It should pull up immediately when you have the link. All right, let's go. Let's see. We got 3 minutes left. Let's look at this on NQ. Those default settings were super nice. I'm gonna go back and check, and I would. Gosh, dude, another top one, dude. Like, come on, that's insane. 2 sell reversals there. Oh, last thing I need to do for you guys is that lastly, let's add alerts when a signal is formed. For when a signal is formed. And that's what you can do. If you want to add additional alerts to this, once I share the chat with you in a few minutes, you can say, I want alerts when a 60% order block occurs, or I want to alert when an order block pops up. You can do that. You can ask it for those type of alerts as well. Let's look at this on gold. See how it does there. But what it's going to do now is it's going to add the alert setting. So when a buy or sell happens, it will trigger it with a message. So I'm just going to copy that one last time. We're going to bring this over, and now you'll see really quickly. Add alert right here. And then essentially in the settings here, hold on. I could add dynamic alerts, but it's just going to be any alert function call. This is just going to be based on the it'll be based on the signal specifically. I could have it be like, hey, only alert me when, you know, bullish engulfing happens, those signals or whatever. You could have any of those be alerted. Dude, these certain ones are just so good. Gold here is showing some promise too. I mean, gosh, dude, relax. Gosh, that's insane. Yeah, the reversal candles taps off institutional strength, pops up immediately, and just says, "Hello, see you later, dog." Yeah, this is definitely... I'm looking at all these on a 5-minute, by the way. FYI. Sorry, I'm looking at something. Oh. Gold here is a little more interesting. It does, you know, make some nice moves. Where we at? Okay. Guys, that comes near the end there. What we are seeing is better performances on ES and Q, which is nice. These are the settings I'm currently using for this. They are defaulted into the indicator. Right now, I'm going to share the link to this chat, okay? Where I built this entire indicator. To add this indicator to your TradingView chart, okay? What you're going to do is when I share this chat, first off, the only way to access this chat is if you have a free account with LuxAlgo.com. Go to LuxAlgo.com, make a free account, and then you're going to be able to use this this chat here. So when you enter this chat, it's going to look something like this. You should see pretty much all of this. And from here, you can either, if you have a free account and you have credits available, you can build onto this indicator. You can add more alerts. You could add, I don't know, whatever you want. You could add full-on market structure. You could add anything. You can say, hey, I want to add market structure to this indicator. I want to add EMAs to this indicator. I want to add, divergences. I mean, you could add anything. I want to add the silver bullet theory from ICT. Like, you can add any of that to the indicator that you would want. You just tell it, and it should add it. No problem. Then you can further refine. If you need more information on how to go about building into it, check out our YouTube. Or you can go back and watch this entire stream that we just built, this entire indicator on our YouTube. It will be available to watch there. Now, I'm going to share it with you guys. To get access, you do have to have a free account at LuxAlgo.com. But essentially, how it's going to happen is once you have the chat and you create a chat, you're going to copy the code up here. Go to your trading view. On the right-hand side, there's this tree-looking thing that says Pine. You're going to click that little tree down there. I don't know if you saw that on TikTok. Hopefully you did. You're going to click that little tree down there. Bottom right-hand corner, click the tree. You're going to go up here and say Create New Indicator, okay? So from here, you're just going to paste that code in, and you're going to add it to your chart. Now, the first thing I would recommend after you do that is hitting this Save button, okay? Save the script, all right? Save that script. And then it's going to pop up. It's going to be default like this. You can remove the signals if you want, right? And then also you can go ahead and add alerts as well by clicking that button, Add Alert. And then this is only going to alert you as of now when sells and buys trigger. And the way the sell and buys trigger is when there is a reversal pattern inside of a order block. Okay, so and then when you default and change out the settings, those signals will change. So you can go through yourself and see, like this one does really well. It tends to have really nice signals every once in a while and have crazy moves. But you can, if you wanted more signals, right, you can then, drop the ATR if you went to like a 1, and you're going to start to see a lot more order blocks and stuff like that. So in my opinion, though, you don't want a ton of signals. But this is the settings so far that we found the best. If you find better signals, send them to me. I would love to see. All right, here we go. I'm going to share the chat, so you won't get it unless you have a free account. And I'm going to hit share here, chat link copied. I'm going to paste it in here. You need to take a screenshot if you're on, I don't know if YouTube allows it, probably both platforms. Take a screenshot of the chat so you can have the link saved on your phone, okay? So here you go. There it is. Take a screenshot of that so you can copy the link. I'll do it on YouTube as well. If you're on YouTube desktop, you should be able to get it. That is the... does it allow me to pin that? I didn't think you could pin it on YouTube. You can't. Yeah, it doesn't allow you to pin on YouTube mobile. That is it. You will get access to that if you have a free account. This the share feature is going to get a lot better. If it's weird for you, I'm sorry. I have the chat, and all these other people do too. So I can share it with you later. But guys, that's it. I appreciate you tuning in. If you like this build stream, hit that follow. We'll be going live whenever we can, and as well as hit the sub button on YouTube. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we can build another fun indicator like that. That was a pretty cool one. So appreciate it, guys. This might get posted on the LuxAlgo account on TradingView as well. But lastly, what you can do is with that chat that you have now, you can build on it. One more time, I'm just going to reiterate. If you have a free chat, you should have roughly 500 credits. You can build on that just by asking the Quant what you want to add to it. But besides that, we do have a 45% off sale going on right now. St. Patrick's sale extended. You can get the yearly ultimate for around $400. Don't buy the premium if you're buying yearly. Just don't do it. You're spending $60 more just to get the ultimate. I would recommend doing that. It's a waste of money to buy the premium. But you can also test it out as well with more credits through monthly plans, and you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. But again, you can try it for free. You don't have to necessarily have to sign up, but go check it out. I sent the link in there. I will send it one more time. Take a screenshot of the chat right now. It's the only way you can get that link, okay? All right, guys. Click that link. Make sure you are signed in. If you sign in after you click the link, you have to click the link again, okay? If it doesn't pop up the first time, what you do is once you're fully signed in via your browser, okay, click the link again and it will pop up, all right? Make sure that your account is signed in before you click the link, and you can have a free account. That will be fixed soon, I promise. It'll be fixed to where you can literally just click the link and it'll open. I promise that'll be fixed soon. There'll be a better share version very soon. But appreciate you guys. I will see you in the next stream. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.